Welcome to the topic of maintaining authenticity in the Google Classroom. In today's digital age, it is important to remember that authenticity is key in our online interaction, especially in the classroom setting. By maintaining authenticity, we can foster a sense of trust and respect among our classmates and teachers and create a positive and productive learning environment. In today's agenda, we will cover the introduction to maintaining authenticity in the Google Classroom, strategies for maintaining authenticity in an online interaction, and we'll also discuss in group discussions on personal experiences so that we can learn from each other. Objective. Our main objective as effective educators should aim to prepare students for challenges they may face in their personal and professional lives by equipping them with the necessary skills to effectively navigate and problem solve. Traditional assessment methods such as final exams may not provide the comprehensive understanding of a student's cognitive abilities or skill set. Alternative assessment approaches like projects and real-world simulations can offer more interactive and experiential ways of engaging our course material to promote a deeper understanding of the subject matter and development of higher order thinking skills. Hi everyone, my name is Jenna Camacho and I specialize in helping other educators find innovative and substantial ways to transform teaching and learning. Over the past decade, I have worked with schools, districts, and educational organizations to develop and implement innovative programs and strategies that support the growth and development of students and teachers as well. I am passionate about staying in the forefront of education, research, and practice, and I am always pushing the boundaries of what is possible in teaching and learning as well. My ultimate goal is to help educators around the world engaging in effective learning and experiences for their students. The first thing that we need to look at is planning. Integrating assignments into Google Classroom require a clear plan and strategy. The first step is to develop assignments that are authentic and meaningful to your students. This means creating a task that reflects real-world situations and challenges students to apply their knowledge and skills in a practical way. Take a look at the center bubble. Once you have developed authentic assignments, the next step is to determine how to integrate them into your Google Classroom. There are many tools and resources available with the platform that can help you deliver assessments. These include Google Docs, Forms, Sheets. You can also use Google Classroom Streams to post announcements and updates, and classwork tabs to organize assignments and resources. Another important aspect of integrating assignments into the Google Classroom is to ensure that you have a clear plan for grading and feedback. This may involve using rubrics and other assessment tools to evaluate students' work and provide feedback on their progress. By following these steps and being mindful of these needs and interests of your students, you can effectively integrate authentic assignments into the Google Classroom and create a dynamic and engaging learning environment. Take a look at the following board. What is your planning strategy when planning for a lesson? This is a really big question as we want to learn from each other. What are you actually go to when you're starting to develop that perfect lesson that you want to ensure that your students get the most from? Well, in doing this, you have to take a look at what the actual definition of authenticity is. Authenticity reflects or refers to the degree to which an assignment reflects real-world problems and challenges and allows students to use their own knowledge and skill to solve them. So with this being said, we want to also take a look at some of the benefits of designing these fabulous lessons for our students. Now, authenticity can enhance learning by creating a sense of purpose and meaning in our tasks and activities. It engages your students, it motivates them, and they actually learn without having to be reading constantly or doing repetitive things that have proven scientifically that don't always work for all the variations of learning styles in your classroom. So when you're thinking about developing these particular activities, I want you to take a look at this poll and let me know, right? Do I need help developing a better lesson planning strategy? Or do I feel confident that my learning strategy has what it takes to develop these particular lessons? I know that I'm always learning, and as an educator, I always want to learn different things out there because what works in one classroom may not always work on the next. And likewise, what I plan for my students might not always be the right thing that I'm planning for my students. When planning for integration of authentic assignments in the Google Classroom, it requires considering district goals, pacing guides, and properly preparing lesson plans. District goals provide a clear direction and focus of your teaching and can help ensure that your assignments align with overall objectives of the school or your school district. Pacing guides can help you plan and organize your assignments in a way that allows students to progress through the materials at a steady pace. Properly preparing lessons is also crucial for the success of integration in authentic assignments. This involves considering the needs and interests of your students, as well as the learning outcomes you wish to achieve. It may also involve researching and gathering appropriate resources and materials, and designing activities and assessments that will engage and challenge your students as well. By considering district goals, pacing guides, and properly preparing lesson plans, you can ensure that your authentic assignments are well integrated into your Google Classroom and contribute to the overall learning goal of your school or school district. In the self-pacing guide, not included in this video, there's a hyperlink that will take you to Common Core Curriculum. Now, I stumbled upon Common Core Curriculum by chance, but it was one of those gem findings. Common Core Curriculum software is a valuable resource for teachers as it helps to stream their work and improve students' learning. It allows teachers to access and share resources, lesson plans, assessments quickly and easily, and save time and effort in allowing them to focus on more important tasks, such as student engagement and learning. In addition, Common Core Curriculum software offers include tools of collaboration and communication. I am going to hyperlink you now to a video where I'm teaching you how to use Common Core Curriculum. Now, one of the greatest things about the software is that it pushes all your lesson plans to your Google Classroom. So now you don't need to have a basic paper and pen lesson planning or even a Google one that you can structure. This particular software is free to teachers, and it can help you with your curriculum mapping as well as your day-to-day lesson plans, and it allows you to share it in Google Classroom so that your parents as well as your students know exactly what you're covering in that given classroom. And it allows you to also type up or add your rubrics, and I'm going to show you in the video exactly how to do this. If Common Core is something that it's not important to you, I can always give you access to my basic lesson plans. These are what I start my frame of thought with, right? What my topic's going to be, what my learning objectives, what standards am I going to cover, and what strategies am I going to use? Am I going to use gamification, or am I going to use growth mindsets? Whichever one you're choosing to do, always know that you need to have a structured lesson plan at hand. In developing your lesson plans, keep in mind, if you are going to use Google Classroom, what is it that you want your students to use or create? Remember that Google Docs allows students to work in documents together in real time, making it easier for collaboration and projects and assignments. Google Forms can be used to create surveys, quizzes, and assessments that allow students to demonstrate their understanding and materials more interactive, and authentic ways. Google Sheets can be used to create collaborated spreadsheets, which can be used to analyze data, interpret, simulate real-life world situations. And one of the strategies I would use my sheets for was for the students to enter their links either to their movies or to their websites if they were creating websites for myself as well. Google Slides allows students to create and collaborate on presentations, which can be used to present, research, share ideas, and more. And Google Drawings can be used to collaborate in diagrams, flowcharts, and visual representation of information, which can be used to illustrate complex and concepts of ideas. So here are some examples of authentic assignments in the Google Classroom. Remember, your resources could include anywhere from Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Meets. For social studies, for instance, you can have students present their findings to a class or create a video or a written report. For encouraging collaboration and communication, groups can present their film to the class and provide feedback to each other's using Google Classroom or feedback features. Students can provide clear and specific feedback. Students can submit their final designs to the teacher for grading and receive feedback on areas for improvement. Encourage students to choose and voice. Students can present their research to the class or create a written report or a poster. One of the strategies that I use is I have them go up to the board and choose any of the little magnetic ways that they can present a given activity, giving them a choice but limiting their ways to present to about 5. Encourage students to a choice and a voice. Remember, it can go beyond a written report or a poster. There's other things like Google Sites where students can create websites on a particular topic as well. Online collaboration tools allow students to work together on projects and assignments in real time, regardless of their location, and can facilitate group discussions and problem-solving sessions. There are several software applications that can be used to give students assignments that reflect real-world problems and challenges and allow students to use their own knowledge and skills to solve them. These are the 4 main topics: project-based learning platforms, virtual lab simulations, game-based learning platforms, and case-based learning platforms. This is an example of a game-based platform. It is using Tinker. And in this particular video that you're going to watch, I am teaching you how not only your students can tinker to create a solar system, but also how you can hyperlink this to your Google Classroom and assign this particular lesson to your students, and how you can also hyperlink it to your lesson plans from Common Core. Or if you choose to do a basic lesson plan template, you can simply put that on your Google Classroom with a hyperlink as well. Now, I am going to stop this particular video because it's only gives me about 15 minutes to record, and then you're going to be watching the next session on part 2. And I will have these posted in my website as well.